Okay, guys, gather round, please. Just give me your ears for a second. Vlad, get the door, will you, mate? Thank you. Well, boys, the less said about Game 2, the better, if I'm honest. But I think we can all agree it was Bruce's fault for not using the bullpen properly. And we can get on with our lives. But ultimately, you know what? We're where we want to be. 1-1 coming home to Toronto. We know that if we win our 3 games here in front of our own fans, then we're going to be World Series champions, and that's a good place to be. So I want you to get out there, boys, give them hell, and Bruce, make good decisions this time. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to Game 3 of the World Series. We return to Toronto with the series tied 1-1, and, well, the next 3 games are really going to determine what we can do here, isn't it? Obviously, the Braves are a very good team. But we're also a pretty good team. We've got our designated hitter bat, which I think will help us as well, certainly defensively, because we won't have to play Vlad at third base. And yeah, it's going to be interesting. You can see the stats for the season, for the series, I should say, so far. Obviously, 2 games, small sample size. But Vlad Jr., look at that. Finally showing up in a World Series. Hopefully, him showing up will coincide with us winning the thing. Let's not waste any time, though. Let's go and have a look at these lineups for Game 3. And this is it, and in theory, these matchups look a little bit better for us. So Bo Bichette leads us off at shortstop. It's Khalil Lee batting second in right field. It is Vlad Jr. at first base batting third. Rowdy Tellez cleans up. He's a designated hitter. William McQuaid comes back in to play second base and bat fifth. It is Jordan Grosjean coming in to play third base and batting sixth. Reese McGuire catches. He bats 7. Matt Beattie in left field bats 8. Billy Hamilton in center field bats 9. Blake Snell takes the mound. This could be the last time we see him in a Blue Jays shirt. Of course, his contract is up at the end of the year. He's a free agent and he wants a just ridiculous amount of money to stay. So it could be the last time we see him unless it goes to a Game 7. We're up against Mike Clevinger. Let's have a quick look at him. Quite good. Unfortunately, ERA this regular season of 3.5, a whip of 1.28. We've got ERA plus of 128, a WAR of 3.8. He's fragile. Maybe we can take him down. Certainly, hopefully we can take him down, or else we're not going to be in a good place here. It is Pache to lead them off to face Snell. Now, Pache, of course, well, the less said about him last game, the better. So, hopefully Snell will be able to get on top of him nice and early here. Come on, Blakey boy. If you're going to go out on a high. That is going to be an infield hit, is it? It is. Pache, go away, mate. Oh, he's out. Yeah, there you go. Get back to the dugout, you moron. All right, 1 away. It's Trey Harris coming in. He's batting 280 this postseason. He was annoying last game as well, wasn't he? A bunch of infield hits for him. Not on this occasion. Straight back to Snell, out at first, 2 away. And it's Ozzie Albies coming in, batting 364 in the postseason. 2-2's the count on him. And that is ripped into left field and will be a 2-out single for Ozzie Albies. Come on, Blake. Don't let this get away from us, mate. It's Ronald Acuna Jr., batting 212 this postseason. A full count, 2 out, runner at first. It's already a big at bat in this game, and we strike him out. Excellent stuff, Snelly boy. There we go. We're through the top of the first. Just the 1 hit, no runs, and Bo Bichette batting 407 in the postseason comes in to lead us off. 2-0 is the count. Come on, Bo. He has popped it up. It's deep, but it's not going to quite get out of here, and that is going to be 1 away. As Pache makes the play. Khalil Lee comes in batting 239 this postseason. A full count on him. Come on, Khalil. Get yourself on base, mate. He does. He draws the walk. Now we know he's a big stealing threat as well, as Vlad Jr. comes in batting 340 in the postseason. Vlad, he has... Oh, he's popped it up. Khalil Lee goes back to first. And that is 2 away for Rowdy Tellez, batting 279 this postseason. A first pitch swing. There goes Khalil Lee. Oh, he gets there easily. Comfortable as you like. Runner at second now for Rowdy. Come on, mate. Can you drive in a run for us? Full count. Tellez has grounded it out. Shortstop, simple play at first. And that does it for the first innings. We are tied at 0s. Snell will come back out to face Freddie Freeman, who's batting 191 this postseason. 0-2's the count, and Snell sits him down on 3 pitches. Excellent stuff. Brings in Austin Riley now. He has only batted 6 times this postseason. Of course, no designated hitters in the National League. He goes down on strikes as well. That's 3 strikeouts now for Blakey boy, and CJ Alexander comes in batting 204. Full count, 2 out, no one on. And he walks him. Riley Unro comes up now. He's batting 394, and he's been a little bit of a thorn in our sides. Not against Snell, though. There's another strikeout. 4 strikeouts through 2 innings for Snell. And it's still zeros as William McQuaid, in a slump, batting 138, comes out to lead us off. He did get a hit, of course, last time out when he pinched hit. So that's basically a sample size of 1 that's made me put him back in this lineup. And he's popped that up, unfortunately, for 1 away. Jordan Groshans comes back in. He's batting 200 in the postseason. Don't make me regret picking you, mate. Come on, Jordan. No, he strikes out as well. And maybe we should... He's a better defensive player at third base than Peraza, which is why I stuck him in. As the catcher there, Reese McGuire, pops up. And that will do it for the second. Not the best innings from us there. My thought process, too, with having Peraza on the bench as Barnhart comes in to face Snell, was that if McQuaid is having a bit of a nightmare, Crabb has the option to take him out and put Peraza at second base. So that's kind of all part of the master plan. Will it work? Almost surely not, because we know that Crabb and I are often on very different wavelengths. But Pache gets struck out. Wonderful stuff. Take a seat, mate. You're not in Atlanta anymore. Trey Harris comes in. 2 out, no one on. And another strikeout for Snell. He is putting in a memorable performance through 3 innings, and it's BT to come in now. He is batting 171 this postseason. He's going to flash Clevenger, and he's going to flash him. He's going to face him, and that is out at first, unfortunately. And it's going to be Billy Hamilton now coming up. Batting 207. Everybody comes in. They're insulting you, Billy. Put it over their heads, mate. Full count. 1 out. And Billy Hamilton draws a walk. Bo Bichette comes in, 0 for 1 today. What can Bo do with Billy on base? Hamilton looks for the steal, gets there comfortably. And let's see what Bo can do with a runner at second now. 1 out, 2 and 2's the count. Bo Bichette rips it into left field. Is that enough to score Billy Hamilton? He's coming home. Run, Billy. He gets there, and a RBI single for Bo Bichette brings in Billy Hamilton. It's 1-0 to the Blue Jays. And Khalil Lee now comes up. Runner at first. 1 out. There goes Bo. Oh dear. Oh, he got there, I think. He did. Excellent stuff by Bo. Now can Khalil Lee, who walked last time up, drive in this run? He'll get Bo to third. And that's something, I suppose. And it's going to be Vlad Jr. with a chance to drive in another RBI. His 13th of the postseason. 1 and 1's the count. Vlad has grounded at the shortstop, and that's not going to get it done. That ends the third, but we have taken the lead thanks to a Bo Bichette RBI, which scored Billy Hamilton. And Ozzie Albies comes out to face Blake Snell. Albies 1 for 1 today, the only man to get a hit for the Braves. And this time he draws a leadoff walk. Acuna Jr. comes in, he's 0 for 1 today. 1 and 2 is the count on him, and he has... Is that an infield hit? McQuaid makes the stop, can't... I mean, he stops it, but it can't stop it kind of thing. And that is 2 on, no one out. And Snell... What's going on here, mate? It's Freddie Freeman who's 0 for 1. 3 and 1's the count, and he loads the bases with no one out. Oh, Snell. Maybe he's just trying to challenge himself. Austin Riley, who's 0 for 1, comes in. 1 and 1's the count. It's a wild pitch, and that ties the game. It takes away our force, and there's still no one out. Snell, you're doing so well, mate. Oh, dear. Austin Riley sends it over centre field. At least the wild pitch shades in the indignity of a grand slam, but ultimately it's still 4-1. And the 4th innings has not been a good one. CJ Alexander comes in. He walked last time up. 1 and 2's the count. And there's a strikeout. But Snell, you've kind of undone all your good work there, mate. He's got 7 strikeouts. And a slow start to the 4th has dug us a little bit of a hole here to try and get ourselves out of. There's a pop fly for Hamilton. 2 away now for Tucker Barnhart, who's 0 for 1. 1 and 1's the count. That is going to drop in for a 2-out single. And now Pache comes in with 2 out and a runner at first. He's 0 for 2 today. 1 that knows the count. Pache. Is that going to be an infield single? It is. 2 on, 2 out. And is Snell in the end going to go down with a whimper at the Blue Jays? 3 and 1's the count. Don't load him again. Crabb, get him out, mate. Get him out. He leaves him in to face Albers for the second time this innings. He walked him last time up. 1 and 2's the count this time. That's a ground ball. Grosjean has it all, for f***'s sake. McQuaid with the error. What? We should have played Peraza. Emiliano Vargas comes in. It's 5-1. 2 out, loaded bases. Please, Vargas, I beg of you, just get this strikeout. 0 and 2's the count. It's Acuna Jr. at the plate, and he does end a nightmare of a 4th innings. Oh, it was going so well. Tellez comes in. He's 0 for 1. Can he get himself on base to lead us off? He can. He rips it into right field. It's just a single. But we need to start chipping away at this lead immediately. William McQuaid, mate, you owe us at least 1 run. Full count. McQuaid has popped it up. Tellez will go back to first. I think he got there. Oh, for... Grosjean's. No one on, 2 out. He pops it up. And it's fair to say the changes we made to the lineup are not working. We're 5-1 down after a nightmare 4th innings. It's Vargas to face Freeman, who's 0 for 1. 1 and 1 is the count. And that's going to skip to the fence and be a leadoff double at least. Can Khalil Lee keep it to just a double? He can. And you just start to get that sinking feeling. Austin Riley, who of course hit that 3-run home run last time up. That's a ground ball. It's going to get... and we've loaded the bases with no one out. Unbelievable. There's going to be a lot of swearing in this episode. Is that a grand slam? It should have been their second grand slam, but for a wild pitch. It's 9-1 to Atlanta. And it's supposed to be 3rd time's a charm. In comes Anthony Kay to face Tucker Barnhart. And it's going to be a miracle if we can get ourselves out of this game. 9 runs we've given up effectively in the 4th. We haven't got an out yet this innings. We've given up 9 runs in what is effectively still the 4th innings. Then we get him at second. Oh, for f***'s sake. You've got to be kidding me. We've got more errors than runs. We've got more errors than hits. What is going on? Pache strikes out. Thank f*** for that. 1 away. Trey Harris now to face K. Full count on him. And another walk. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Albers comes in. A first pitch swing from him. This better be a double play. It's lined into centre field. Hamilton makes a good catch. And, oh, Hamilton, that is spectacular, mate. Absolutely spectacular. We end the 5th, but not before 4 runs cross. We're 9-1 down, and we need the mother of all comebacks. Maguire to lead us off. He grounds it out to second. And you just get the feeling it's the same old story in the World Series here, isn't it? Matt Beattie comes in. He's 0-1 today. 2 and 2's the count. Beattie strikes out. And suddenly we don't look like we can hit a ball again. Hamilton, who did wonderfully to end the top of the innings for us, he draws himself another walk. For Bo Bichette, he is 1 for 2. Another full count. Bo Bichette rips at the shortstop. That'll end the innings. And we are 9-1 down. The good news, I suppose, if you're a Blake Snell fan, is that you're probably going to get another chance to see him. Acuna Jr. comes in and strikes out on 3 pitches against K. Because we're going to need a Game 7. Look at all the slumps. What have I done? What have I done? New pitcher. It's Elvis. Elvis is in the building. 0-1 is the count. And that is going to skip to the fence and be a double. Hamilton gets it in. So, he's dropped. Is that another error? No, okay. I wasn't reading there, so I missed what happened. But anyway, Elvis to face Austin Riley. That's a ground ball. Over to first. There it is. All right. So I think I don't think William McQuaid can play the next one. He's in a slump. We'll have to bring Forrest Wall back in to play in left field, I think. There's a strikeout to end the 6th. But unfortunately for us, the damage is done. And it's Khalil Lee to lead us off. He's 0 for 1 today. 0-2's the count. Khalil Lee strikes out. In comes Vlad, who is 0 for 2. 1-0's the count on him. Vlad Jr., well, that's a nicely hit ball, mate. It's going to leave us, but 9-2 is only very marginally better. But at least Vlad Jr. is showing up. But as I say, unlikely to make a difference at this point, having already given up the 9. Tellez comes in. He's 1 for 2 today, having been stupidly thrown out at first last time up. He gets tied in knots for strike 3. And McQuaid comes in, and you are literally playing for your future in this series, mate. And he has grounded at the second base. And gets himself out to end the 6th. We pull one back, but we still need 7. And we have 3 innings left to do it. Riley Unruh comes in to face Elvis. He, of course, hit the grand slam last time up. 1-2's the count. Elvis strikes him out. Nicely done, sir. 1 away for Tucker Barnhart now, who is 1 for 2 today. A full count. He grounds it to McQuaid. Over to first. And is there a chance we might have an innings here without a run or an error? Pache comes in. He's 1 for 4 today. 1-2's the count. And Elvis strikes him out as well. Well, signs of life. We stretch. And we need a miracle. If you happen to find a miracle under one of your seats, ladies and gentlemen, please give it to Bruce Crabb. Sampson comes in to face Groshans, who is 0 for 2 today and in a slump. Can you believe I thought it was a good idea to play him in this game? There it is, another strikeout for Groshans. What was I thinking? In comes Reese McGuire, who's 0 for 2. First pitch swing, McGuire grounds at the third base. That'll be 2 away. See, that's how you make a play, guys, without giving up an error. Matt Beattie, who is 0 for 2, he comes in. Full count on him. 2 out, no one on. Matt Beattie with a ground out to the pitcher. And this has been absolutely pitiful. Elvis to Trey Harris, who's 0 for 2. 2-2's the count. There's a ground ball to Bo. Over to Vlad. 1 away. And John Fleming comes in. Well, you've got to say, Elvis did quite well. It's Fleming to Albies now. Let's see what he can do. 0-1's the count. That's a good play by McQuaid to keep it in the infield, but ultimately couldn't get the play. So that's an infield hit. 1 out. Runner at first for Acuna Jr. He's 1 for 4 today. A full count. Fleming walks him. That's 2 on with 1 out. And our pitching, which has usually been so strong for us, has decided to join the hitters and just absolutely choke when it comes to a World Series. There's a pop fly for Hamilton for 2 away. Fleming to face Austin Riley now. 1-1's the count. There's a pop-up for Khalil Lee. That should end the top of the 8th. And we need still 7 runs. And we need to start digging into that this innings, don't we? Billy Hamilton, who has 2 walks so far today. 0-1's the count. Billy Hamilton up the middle. That's fielded by second base for 1 away. Bo Bichette comes in. He's 1 for 3. 1-2's the count. Bo. Swing the bat, mate. What have you got to lose, you... Khalil Lee. He's got himself a couple of walks, and he's hit that well, but unfortunately straight to right field. That'll do it for the 8th. And we are still 9-2 down as Fleming faces Alexander, who's 0 for 2. A first pitch swing. Well hit into centre field, but Hamilton's there, and that is 1 away. Unruh comes up. 0-2 is the count on him, and there's a strikeout. 2 innings of madness, wasn't it? 2 innings of madness. Tucker Barnhart comes in now to face Fleming. 0-1's the count. 2 out, no one on. Tucker Barnhart hits it well, but straight to Khalil Lee. That does it for the top of the 9th. And, well, pray to your respective gods, because we need a miracle. It's Vlad Jr. to lead us off. Can he lead us off in the best possible way? He's already hit 1 home run. A first pitch swing. And Vlad Jr. pops it up for 1 away. There we go. And, well, nobody else on the team can hit. It's just Bo and Vlad, isn't it? Let's see what Tellez can do. Well, there we go. That's going to be a one-out single. Do we bat McQuaid? We do. To face Bryce Wilson. Let's see what McQuaid can do. He's 0 for 3 today. 1-1 is the count. McQuaid pops it up. Get back to first. Go back to first now, Tellez, you muppet. If they'd got him out again, I think I would have just sacked him on the spot. Alright, we're down to our final out. It's Josh Grosjean. He's 0 for 3. A full count. And Grosjean pops it up. And that ends the nightmare that has been Game 3. We can't hit, we can't pitch, and we can't field. Other than that, we look a decent team. We stole a couple of bases, so maybe there's our future there. But that is... Oh, I don't usually get upset, well, especially at Alder Park Baseball, but I am internally raging, let me tell you. Anyway, if you have enjoyed that for whatever reason, it's a second absolute shit show in a row. Make sure you hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on next episode as we try and keep this well. If we go 3-1 down, then we could end up getting swept at home. Take care.